Hey, welcome to Green Mountain Bikes. What's wrong with your bike?
Hot bikes cruising around.
Meet Dune Hendricks.
I'll give you $10 if you can spell my last name.
Cyclists across Vermont know his shop as the go-to spot for repairs big and small.
Fixing it to the point where it's time to give up. That's a great example of a really broken bike. Please don't ride me anymore.
But for the in-to-in crowd, most of whom never see his Rochester shop, he's Dune the Bike Rental Guy, providing rentals delivered right to your inn for use on tour.
This would be a typical hybrid bike I would send out for people doing the in-to-in tours. Generally, the customer for e-bike is going to be a little bit older.
E-bikes have changed the game in this state, which sells t-shirts warning, "It ain't flat."
More than once I've got a phone call. It's like, do you have any more electric bikes? They're having more fun than I am.
It's day 3, and we've reached our final inn just outside of downtown Vergennes, nicknamed Vermont's Little City on the Falls.
There's history, there's culture, there's music, and of course cycling is such a large part of it because you can do it and be outdoors and really just experience it.
Strong House Inn is run by Amy Georgievic and her husband Michelle.
Well, everyone calls me DJ because Michelle was not a great name to grow up with in New Jersey. Stronghouse Inn, it was built by Samuel Paddock Strong, whose father was a general in the War of 1812.
But he built this for his family in 1834 and it's still going strong. Literally, I guess that was a pun. We're constantly told what a special place this is, which is such a great thing to be the next steward of this property.
They really come to see the dog.
Yes.
Bjorn, this Bernedoodle, is hands down the social media star of the family, receiving as many posts and likes as the inn's stunning Adirondack sunsets.
He's definitely an icebreaker. People walk in the door and the first thing they see is an 80-pound, 8-month-old puppy running towards them. It's a great way to introduce yourself.
Guests able to drag themselves away from Bjorn long enough to walk to downtown Vergennes can follow the smiling faces into Lulu Ice Cream. But don't ask for Lulu.
So Lulu's an actual word in the dictionary that means something outstanding and remarkable.
The name proved prophetic for owner Laura Mack in 2021 when Food Network magazine ranked Lulu's basil ice cream best in the state of Vermont.
And that's now so popular that I have to do probably about 15 pounds of basil every week. And that's just the leaves. So you can imagine how much ice cream is produced from that. That is a beautiful batch of ice cream.
Mack grew up in the kitchen, but not near the freezer.
My parents owned a restaurant for 38 years, pioneering farm to table. My dad was the first president of the Vermont Farm Fresh Network. So I was inundated with it my entire life. And I swore in high school that I would never be in food and I would never own my own business.
Fortunately for these customers, plans change.
So I started doing ice cream with my sister as like a fun side project. And then a year in, I was like, this is just silly. I need to totally dive in.
This isn't her parents' restaurant. In fact, they can now be found working for her.
The biggest thing that I learned from my parents was the connection to community, the community that builds the food you're making. So the idea of just connecting with farmers to get produce for me and milk less than 5 miles down the road. This past week, I got a note that the blueberries will be back out in near future, so I'm already thinking about fun blueberry-related things.
That sense of community is fundamental here, a place where the city band, made up of high school seniors and senior citizens, plays in the park for free on Monday nights, drawing locals out for an outstanding evening. Or, as Mac might say, it's a Lulu. Laura Mack likes to name her cold creations after pop culture references from her youth, some of which may be lost on her younger employees. One example, Slumdog Millionaire, the creation of Laura's dad, which is a curried peanut butter ice cream. Sounds good. Still to come, a deep dive in the lake.